What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Wilson Trucking Adventures channel. You could have went to any other channel, but you came by and stopped at mine. Thank you for following my journey. Shout out to all the subscribers that I have so far, my little bit that I have. My goal is to definitely get a little bit more to help other people out here just coming out into trucking. But so far, I'm in the last update that you guys seen, or whoever have seen it so far. I was in orientation in Newham, Minnesota, for J&R Strugel Trucking up there in Minnesota. So that I was talking about how that I was going out with my trainer, and I'm still currently with him right now. Past week I've been out with him for a week, ever since last Friday up until yesterday. I've been with him. So we went from Minnesota down, went to what's it called? I think it's Dayton, Minnesota, a little town outside of in Minnesota somewhere. And then we went down to Riverdale, Illinois, picked up a load and headed all the way over on I-80 West to Casper, Wyoming. So I was able to see the I-80 big truck stop, the largest truck stop in the world. So that was nice. I might add a little bit of that video to this, or either just add another video to the channel. For pretty sure a lot of people have already seen the truck stop on other people's channels, but I'm just gonna put it on mine just to have it, something I can look back on. So basically, we stopped at I-80, and then we at the truck stop in I-80. Then we went on down to. Then we go through Iowa, Nebraska, then Casper, Wyoming. Man, it was a wide awakening for me because I have never really driven in snow like that, and I'm thinking, man, this is October and it's snowing already. Man, it was quite a bit of snow, not much, but was snow and ice, and there has been wrecks out there already this early. So based on what my trainer was saying, he was saying it's kind of early for it to be snowing, already out there. So they having pretty much an early winter up that way. So then we went from I-80, from Casper, Wyoming, down to Salt Lake City, Utah. I didn't do a whole lot of driving that way. I did pretty much drive to all the way to Casper, and my trainer, he drove some in Wyoming and Nebraska too, and I drove a little bit in Nebraska, and then he pretty much drove us all the way to Salt Lake City, then drove us some of the way out, and I drove some of the way all the way out until we got back over to Minnesota, because we had to swap in Salt Lake City, Utah, because he's of course he's on his hometown now, so he had to get back home for something very important. So we took a load from swap with another driver in Salt Lake City and took that back up to Hastings, Minnesota. No, Red Wing, Minnesota. Then we picked up a load in Hastings, Minnesota, I believe, and brought that all the way over to, I think we delivered in, I'm trying to think where we delivered. Went from Hastings, Minnesota to up here in New York. Forgot the name of the town again here. It's crazy, going through so many towns and cities and stuff you see. It's like, it's hard to keep up with everything unless you write it down. So it's kind of hard to keep up with it. But we delivered outside of Albany, New York, and then I'm up here in Syracuse in the hotel up until Thursday. So, and today is what's today? Tuesday. So I was in another hotel, but that one was not good at all. But so they switched me over to something better, because I did not feel comfortable at all. So, but with this trucking thing, if you feel like you're not comfortable with something, you have a question, feel free to ask. You never know what answer you'll get. Don't feel like you got to be treated any kind of way or get anything just because you're in training or stuff like that. But overall, I have a great trainer, man. He's a real down-to-earth guy. He's actually from Texas, but has moved up to New York, up here near Syracuse. He's a really great guy. So far, Probably driven within the last 8 days, probably almost 3,000 miles. So that's pretty darn good. Had to do a reset as well. But I'm coming along real good. Only thing I would say, I just gotta, do it, keep doing it every day to get my confidence back. Cause I've been on the truck for about almost a year, so getting back into it again. So you have those jitters still. So I still feel like I'm almost learning how to drive again. But everything is getting comfortable for me. It's all about being safe, though. I don't try to do nothing that I don't need to be doing. Just be safe. Watch your surroundings at all times. Check your mirrors. Do all that good stuff. Just being safe. That's the number one priority, because you want to be home to see your family at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, you want to, if you're not with your family, you want to be safe at a safe place. Park for the night or whatever. But pretty much everything else has been doing good. So I'm just waiting to get back out there again Thursday or either Friday, and then I have about 50 more hours of driving. So I have about 3 or 4 more days of driving, and I should be good to go to test out either in New Ulm or either Ohio. I wish they would send me to Ohio or either Georgia, since I'm from North Carolina, but if you haven't heard or anything, I am going to be on the southeast regional position, which is staying in the southeast, Georgia, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, just Virginia in the circle. That's basically what I'm going to be doing. I want to be close to home. I would love to be at home every weekend, but with the current hometown situation right now, it's going to be 2 weeks out, 10 to 12 days out with 2 to 3 days home. So it's just, but I'm also going to ask again, my dispatcher, and see what they can do for me. Maybe I can get home for a 34-hour reset. That would be nice, because I would love to be able to play at church and stuff like that, because I'm a musician as well. So I'm looking to add some more other stuff other than trucking to this channel. But other than that, I'm doing good. And what I'll do is reach out to you guys whenever I get my own truck and everything. Keep me in your prayers. Everybody stay safe out there. Stay humble. And keep the truck in the lines. And make this money and be safe. Thank you.